Hey guys, and we're back with more E3 predictions. This time we're highlighting the next conference that is on the docket, and that's the Microsoft conference. This one's gonna be a big one, and we decided to do 5 predictions instead of 3 for it, so that we can kind of dig a little bit deeper into one of the big console players. And yeah, essentially we're gonna break down our thoughts in regards to the predictions that we have for E3. If you've already watched the Bethesda video, you can kind of get an idea of what we've already done and what we've already talked about. But we break down the 5 predictions we laid out beforehand, and we talk about the differences we think are going to be happening based on the predictions that we're going to be talking about. Yeah, whoever's going to be the clairvoyant genius, the one that rides the eagle into the sunset, we'll keep adding extra titles onto this person. But
now they have a top hat and a monocle. It will be fantastic.
It's going to be beautiful, and you could be that person if you comment in the comment section, because we're going to be following what you guys say. And if you're smart, we're going to call you out and say, hey, look at that smart boy. He's going somewhere someday. I can see him on the streets, but in the good type of streets.
So what you're trying to say is that the best viewer out there is going to be a whore. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying what they're going to be thinking.
We're just letting them know the respect.
I was seeing like, Wall Street saying like, I'm a genius. I'm gonna make some
those kind of streets.
Okay. Not out in the ghetto, going 69 cents per 69.
Like they'll be on the streets like 1 hour a day between their 8-hour shift. That's kind of what I was going.
So Microsoft press conference.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna start off with we're gonna start with easy one, because we have to beef up these points because we're gonna look like idiots. So we need to have some things to make ourselves look a little bit better.
Yeah, 2 to 5 ain't bad. But if it's like 0 out of 3, that's pretty bad.
We need these ones in here. So okay, first one we have here is Tomb Raider gameplay demo reveal, release date announced.
Yeah, I think this is definitely gonna happen. So Tomb Raider, that was announced last year, right? Last E3.
Yes.
Xbox exclusive, and there was a Game Informer cover on it. We covered that on our channel at one point. So I definitely think there is going to be gameplay. It's going to be a big long demo, and there's going to be a release date announced, and it's going to be coming out this holiday season. Okay,
so we'll key you in just for those at home, the separation on these two is that we're doing kind of 2 points for the yeses, and then 1 point for the nos. And the points, if you're negative, you can actually maybe get away with something, but most of these we're kind of shooting towards being things that could happen, so we're not putting on our tinfoil hats too much. But yeah, so gameplay demo, and it's going to be coming out this year. Is your thoughts?
Yeah.
So, cool.
I personally believe that it would not be out of the dark for them to essentially release the release date and show off the gameplay, show some of the improvements, show the Tress Effect hair, and make sure that there's a lot of buoyancy in the breasticles, and everything will look fantastic. It's a pretty simple one.
And the trailer will just be Laura getting the shit beaten out of her.
Is she gonna be like,
God.
Exactly.
I think they're gonna do something like dynamic with the snow and the bear stuff that they've kind of teased. I think it'd be kind of cool to her start out getting chased by a bear, and then just shit just falls downhill. She falls down a cliff, lands in the wrong place, etc., etc. Just gets really shitty, and then Tomb Raider whatever and release date.
I want her to not be like, I want her to deal with stuff this time, but I actually want her to I don't want to hear her falling half the video game. I just kind of want her to maybe fight with survival, have to do some survival stuff, and there's gonna be some stuff happening, it's a blockbuster, it's a popcorn flick, but maybe we could do with a little bit less of her when I was playing the first game, I constantly thought, is this gonna break? I became the most pessimistic person in the world, because everywhere I step, I'm oh, the ground's gonna fall out from under me. Cause she's gonna...
But I see that when you're going down the stream, and those not fatalities, but those brutal death animations.
When you go through the rebar and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's just choking on her own blood in the water. Yeah, it's pretty awful.
Yeah. All right, Azael, what do you think?
Okay, well, I think that once again, easy guess to assume that Tomb Raider gameplay will be revealed, especially since it's supposed to come out Q4 2015. So, I mean, since they've already gotten that timed exclusivity down, I'd also guess the month that it would release to be in November.
That's
just because I mean, in September you have things like Metal Gear and stuff like that, and I'm sure like a lot more will start filling that up as we go into E3. And then like we got Assassin's Creed and Halo 5 in October, and then I think that there's just room to put in November where you're not ending the Christmas season.
I agree, and here's the thing I was gonna say. Like, this is a little bit political in this, but I think like with Uncharted 4 not coming out this year, they have to release this year. Like, that is such a great opportunity for them, like to get the game out for everybody out there to be like, I want to play as a hero that adventures. Like,
it falls a lot.
One of those, like, and I mean, obviously Uncharted is not going to be too far behind, but if they get that out there, like if it was a battle between the two of them and Uncharted was fantastic, maybe Tomb Raider suffers.
This gives them a chance, yeah.
Yeah, so this is a good opportunity. I think they're really going to push for the 2015. So I'd say gameplay demo is, I think, a big bet. That I definitely see that happening in 2015. I won't put a date on it, but I mean, like October, November seems like a good fit. And the thing is too, like Halo's coming out in October, so probably later November, like kind of around the Far Cry 4 time last year. I think that would be a pretty good like spot for it to drop at. So. Yeah, so moving on to the next one is the Platinum Microsoft mashup game that's coming out, and that's the Scalebound game that was shown off. That was the one with like the dude that was wearing the beats and was like, "I'm flying dragons," whatever.
Yeah.
So
I don't think that's gonna be shown at all.
Okay, you think that's not? I was gonna say that the one thing I want to highlight on this is that apparently it might be like multiplayer dragon fighting. Like you might be like flying in the skies and like stuff like that. And fighting people online.
That sounds lame as fuck. Like,
even if they
even if they do announce, like any time they use towards this game, I'm just gonna tune the fuck out. Like I don't care.
That's a no for you. It's a fat no.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll write down as a no.
You forgot to put the PHAT.
Okay, all right, fat no.
Fat no.
There we go.
That means he gets 2 points if he's right.
It's like you confirming, like, I'm gonna give that a fat no.
It's a fat no. Honestly, I wasn't impressed with that game last.
That's not happening. Fat no. Sorry.
This podcast got really far into the negative. I personally believe they won't show it. Nobody was really excited about it last year when they showed it, and nobody really cares. And from my perspective,
I feel like you guys act like I'm not in the club right now.
I know. I knew Azael has made a video about this game.
I mean, like, there's.
Wait your turn. Wait your turn, man. Xbox is going to be surrounding so much about some of their other stuff like Gears and Halo and other crap that putting even their new IPs, and I know that they're going to want to show it, but I doubt they're gonna have room. They have so much they need to make up on like the Halo front, and with some of the other titles like Tomb Raider, and then Gears of War and other pieces. They want to touch on those and really show that Xbox has like the grittier games. And Scalebound, just to me, looked a little too meh. So I mean, I like I said, I don't think they'll show it.
Hashtag grit.
Well, sad you guys break my heart right now. I think of all the games that Microsoft is showing, and it's not just because of my like undeniable love for Platinum games, but Scalebound looks really interesting, and they've Microsoft has
Gage is just shaking his head right now.
I know.
This is like vehemently shaking his head. Sorry.
There are times that like with their conferences that they do a lot of preemptive stuff. They show like a CGI trailer that shows, which is what Scalebound was last year, or was it 2 years before? I don't recall. It was some time ago. And there's constantly Hideki Kamiya on his Twitter is constantly teasing like more details in a month or two, right around the time that E3 is gonna happen. So whether they put a large emphasis on it, like they will Halo, of course, or if there's gonna be something with Gears of War, is something to like question. But it's gonna probably, I'm pretty sure that it'll be shown. Gameplay, whether probably not much of it, but 2016 as a release date.
Okay, so you're saying gameplay in 2016?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Azael, you need to get out because you're like taking all the things I was gonna say.
Oh, thank you.
Meanwhile, while we talk about this, there's a lot of editing in the Google Doc happening right now. PhatNo is now folded and underlined. This is a PhatNo now, not a PhatNo. It's important to note that. Okay, so shown off last year, like you said, CGI trailer. They're showing gameplay this year. Like, that is happening, guaranteed. And this game is not coming out this year. They already have a pretty, big lineup coming out as it is. So I say, same as you, like, they're just gonna say 2016. They're not gonna give anything specific. I think this is a fall 2016 game next year, but they're already so far ahead of it that they're gonna probably show some stuff off on it. So gameplay 2016 is what I'm gonna fall on your side there, Azael. So we got the PhatNos and the RIPs, and then we have the gameplay 2016. So
#RIP.
#RIP. So the next one is kind of an interesting one. Phantom. I was gonna say
PhatNo Dust.
PhatNo Dust. Phantom Dust, new development details. So the game got derailed from, I forget the name of the studio that was working on it, but they're not making it anymore.
It was like Dark something. I can't recall.
Dark Side, was it Dark Side? I don't know, but
I think it was.
Let's not be idiot dum-dums. Let's just let's keep it where it is.
Too late.
Yeah, it is too late, actually. That's totally true.
The power of video editing.
It's amazing.
I can't say it. Phantom Dust, new development details. So they said that there's a new developer on this game. I'm saying, or with this prediction, Phantom Dust, new development details, no gameplay/gameplay shown. So do you guys think Phantom Dust is going to be at E3? Is the new developer going to be showing it off in some regards?
I don't think so. I think if they do talk about it at all, it'll be like one of those shots where they're going through their studio and one of them's like, yeah, we're working on Phantom Dust. We're not quite ready to show it off yet, guys.
But stay tuned for more details.
Yeah, but
check your email inbox.
I think this game is a while out. They had to restart development. Especially, it was pretty recently too. Like it was this year, right, that they announced that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think anything's gonna be ready to show about this game.
Okay.
Yeah, also, I just don't care about Phantom Dust. So
some strong negativity towards the Microsoft.
That is a double
lineup.
PhatNo from Gage.
It's a double PhatNo. What about you, Ricky?
I'm gonna say no. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's on Microsoft's priority list. I mean, I really feel like a lot of this presentation is gonna focus on indie developers. They kind of soured the market last year, so having Phantom Dust in here just seems like a filler, especially with how new it is. It would just, I mean, if anything, like Gage said, it'd probably just be a slot image. Like, yeah, we're working on this. It'll be great. But if they do show anything, it'll probably just be some art, briefly. But I think any gameplay, no gameplay at all, for sure.
Yeah. What about you, Zell?
So I think that they will show some kind of development details, because considering that, a lot of people think the project is dead and probably still think that maybe they want to show a screen and just say, hey, it's still alive and here's the new, because I don't even believe they announced the new developer that's going to be working on it.
No,
and from what the previous developers, whom we won't say so we don't look incompetent, what they were complaining about was something about resource costs and the fact that they weren't able to make ends meet with the money that was provided for them for the game. So I would assume that they're going to do a lot of like going over it and like renovating it past what the previous studio did. So I would say that we wouldn't even see it till 2017. So they will show it, screenshot, just say it's alive.
Okay. I'll just say screenshot, it's alive. Myself, I'm gonna say no. I think this game's dead. I think that they're trying to save face and they're pulling a drive club. That's what I'm gonna call it now, a drive club. But,
I'm still waiting for that PlayStation Plus version, you guys.
Make sure you put that in the notes. You're pulling a drive club.
But yeah, I kind of look at it as that they could have something going on, but they might also not, So we have to wait and see, but I don't think that they have anything ready to show yet. I mean, you might be right that they show a screenshot or something like that, and they're like, this is the developer. But I think that they're so far off, if they're even doing anything. So that's kind of where I see it. So, yeah. Now let's move on to one that got teased very briefly last year in some like a montage of footage. Black Tusk is working on the new Gears of War. That is known. Is there going to be a Gears of War unveil? And if there is an unveil, is it going to be a teaser or is it going to be a gameplay demo?
I think, because they have a Gears of War 1 special edition coming out for new consoles, right?
Yeah.
They haven't shown gameplay of that yet, have
No,
they? Or what
they
it looks
haven't.
like? They're going to show a lot of that, and then they're going to be like, and guess what? If you get this, or at the end, they're going to play like a trailer for the new one. It'll just be like a little thing of like, I don't know, whatever the fuck Marcus Phoenix says, like, we're back. And then,
It's been a while.
yeah, they'll announce that if you buy the special edition of the Gears of War Remastered, you will get in the beta of Gears of War 4, or whatever they call it.
All right, so probably like a teaser then, kind of sitting on that. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
a teaser.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think
I think
that
it's
they,
gonna be really sappy.
Yeah, really sappy.
Yeah, they're gonna try and recapture that one they did with Mad World.
they're just gonna replay Dom's death like 7 times in slow motion. Just... Okay. I think that they're gonna announce 2 Gears of War titles. I think they're gonna do a little Marcus Phoenix collection, just 1, 2, and 3, just like they did with Halo. They need to save some face, and recollections of games are one of those really popular things right now. And after Halo the Master Chief Collection, how much it failed, they're going to do it again, and this time they're going to do it right. It's going to work out of the box, and especially since it's been a while since they stopped, since everything kind of split from Gears of War, or the previous developers, or lost their name on the top of my head. But I'm a professional here, guys. But I definitely believe it's going to be the same format. They're going to show gameplay, show everything off on the recollection, and then they're going to have a little teaser trailer that will essentially just say, yeah, coming next year, you can play a beta. It'll probably even be right around the same dates as the Halo 5 beta. They want to take advantage of both those series that they own and want to kind of alternate them. Yep.
I think something you touched upon, Ricky, actually, if they're going to show Gears of War, I think it's going to be premature. But I feel like they didn't spend all that money buying the rights to Gears of War just to put it on the back lines and have Phantom Dust take the stage. But I don't think there's going to be any gameplay of any kind. Likely CGI trailer or something along with that announcement of a Gears of War collection or some kind of benefit you can get by pre-ordering the collection. So once again, just showing something just to say, we still have Gears of War.
You get an alternate ending for Gears of War 3 where Dom lives. That's what you get. And then everybody will fucking buy it.
So I think, like, okay, I'm gonna say that they're gonna obviously talk about the remastered, or the remaster of the first game, but I don't think they're gonna make it that big of a deal because I think that would be a mistake on their part. You know, like, you know, there's people out there that are excited for remasters, but there's also a lot of people out there that are going to be watching this conference, and I think that they're going to want to surprise and they're going to want to have something. So I'm going to say yes, that they're going to show it off, and I think they're going to have a vertical slice of it. They might not be super long, but I think they'll have something to show off. So I think that we're going to see some gameplay.
Like gameplay?
Yeah, I think we're going to see that.
But you have to consider that, I mean, like, didn't they just purchase the rights like January of last year? You think that they are far enough in development to show something?
I think that they could put a vertical slice together. I'm not saying that the game's ready, but I'm saying, like, you know,
A pre-alpha like footage.
There could be something there. Like, I think that they, you know, like, that's kind of common practice for when it comes to E3, where developers want to show off what they're making. And, you know, I think in this case, Gears of War is a pretty big title. That is something, like, they already have Halo 5, but if they want something to make people excited, I think that that's the one. And what I mean by that is that, like, Halo 5 is already going to have people excited, but I think everybody's expecting to see something from Halo 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Gears of War would be their ace in the hole if they're able to pull that out, and I think that they're going to have something tangible to show off and not just a teaser. So I'm going to go demo shown. To wrap it up, though, I have a little bit of an interesting one, because Rare's said to be making a new game. They've been talking about it, you know, like, oh, it's going to be going back to kind of what people really recognize Rare for doing in the past. So are they going to show this game off at E3? First question. And then second question is this game a new Banjo-Kazooie? Is it a Battletoads reboot? Or is it something else?
I think it's something else. I think it'd be crazy to do a new Banjo-Kazooie when they have that ukulele game coming out.
That's just fire fighting fire.
Yeah,
like, that's
like
showdown.
Especially because ukulele has all the people. That's like all the old people from Rare, and it even has the people who did the soundtrack from Banjo-Kazooie and stuff. So that's like what people want. If they try and compete with that by just having the Banjo-Kazooie name, I think they're gonna lose. They shouldn't do a Battletoads reboot because it's just kind of a dumb internet joke at this point, and Battletoads was never good. So, like, what does a 2015 Battletoads look like?
It's a third-person cover shooter.
I think it's gonna be a shitty Kinect.
It's gonna be a
It'd be
MOBA.
like God of War.
It's gonna be a MOBA.
Kinect game. I'm thinking you to task on that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's,
Okay.
Oh god.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Ricky?
You know, honestly, they definitely need to have something from Rare. It's been a while since we've heard from them. If anything, I think it'll be a new IP. They definitely have games that have, you know, that influence people, but, you know, as Gage said, a Banjo-Kazooie just to be fighting with a ukulele way too hard. But I think it's gonna be a brand new IP, and I think it might follow that fun attitude, but it could also follow that like perfect dark spy game kind of thing. That would be kind of cool.
Guys, for a real prediction, I think that Microsoft is gonna now
just slap in the face.
I was just gonna say, you guys are gonna take that.
I'm pretty sure that Microsoft is gonna announce that Rare has so much confidence in Scalebound that they'll be joining development to create Scalebound and release it in 2015.
Special guest star
for real.
Dragon Riders, Banjo and Kazooie, and Conquer.
Yeah, Conquer.
I really hope they do that now, just to upset Gage.
No,
I'm pretty
wait,
sure
wait.
that
A new Conquer. That's what I want to fucking see, is a new goddamn Conquer. Not some stupid Spark bullshit. I want Conquer fighting a big old poo in fucking HD. Is that so goddamn hard? Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah, no, it'll be a Kinect game, and one of the motions you'll have to make is a jerk-off motion, but they won't say it's that. That seems right up Conquer Valley.
No, I do think that they'll announce something new because they've already been pretty transparent about that. And once again, I don't think it'll be either Banjo-Kazooie or Battletoads or anything that they've worked on before. Probably a new IP, but primarily for the reason that, I mean, a lot of people like to announce it, but Banjo-Kazooie, Battletoads, Conquer, that's not the Microsoft fan base. That's not like, that's not the fan base they're trying to appeal now, and I don't think Microsoft would want that kind of association with their previous titles anyways, so no IP.
Alright, so I'm just gonna throw one out here. This is like, my heart wants this, but I know it's not gonna happen. They announce a new game, and the beautiful, amazing music of Viva Pinata starts playing.
Oh my god.
I knew somebody would mention it. And I just
Viva
didn't know.
Pinata 3, and everybody starts crying, and everybody's hugging each other.
Viva Pinata nuts and
No.
bolts.
A Viva Pinata announcement where fucking Conquer chainsaws the piece of shit's head and then takes a dump in its throat. That's the announcement I want, Rare. That is the announcement that I want to see.
Ricky, you need a new studio.
Well, could they do a new Viva Pinata? Like, that was based on a cartoon, right?
No, they made that. A cartoon was made about Viva
The game.
Pinata. Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know
That was their IP. So okay, I'm gonna go. They're gonna unveil something, and I'm gonna say it's Battletoads because I think that Microsoft don't have a lot of nostalgic IP, and Battletoads is one of the ones, whether you like it or not, is nostalgic.
So with this, are we also gonna get like a Frogger remake, a Tetris port,
No, just Battletoads.
Galaga in HD? We're also going to get
I think
Pong
we have all of
remastered.
There's not. They haven't said anything about Battletoads, but they've been explicitly, you know.
Yeah, they did that one picture. I swear I could have sworn that there was
The one
the
picture.
director. They released a picture of like Battletoads, and they're like, "Hey, look who we found," or something like that, and it was in their studio.
And
They do those kind of teases all the time.
One thing that happened as well in regards to Phantom Dust, the guys that are making Phantom Dust were like, "Can we make a Battletoads game?" They're like, "No, we already have something happening." So, I believe that there's
They could
something
also say,
happening.
"No, we don't want
It's
a
gonna
Battletoads
be
game."
it's gonna be Battletoads with the voice of Ben Affleck. 2015, fucking amazing first-person shooter, 360 no scope.
I hope
Done.
if it is a Battletoads game, they announce it with that pause music. That'd be the best.
That'd be good. So that wraps up our predictions for Microsoft. Things got a little bit weird, but that's what we do. And I'm glad that you're here to experience it, because if you weren't, then I would have nobody to call the police and have like witnesses for us. It's fine.
Scalebound, Game of the Year, 2016.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
If Conquer doesn't shit down a Viva Pinata's neck, I am fucking out. I'm like cutting my stream off, canceling my internet, and going and hiding under a rock.
You need like Suda51 to do that.
D4 episode 2. that's what we're gonna be seeing A3. But yeah, guys, leave your predictions. Either follow along and leave your own predictions for the ones that we talked about, or talk about things that we didn't talk about, because there's a lot of things that are going to be happening at E3. And if you're a smart one, if you're a smart person, you might get the opportunity to ride an Eagle. Eagle.
Eagle.
Canadians.
Just wait and see. You don't even know.
We'll take you on our boot.
We're gonna do
unnecessary
special.
racism.
Just close your eyes and find out. It'll be fun. It'll be all good. All right.
Bye-bye.
Jesus Christ.
I got a little detailed.
People are gonna watch this and be like, these guys are consummate professionals, and they're gonna watch this one and be like, what happened?
They're gonna watch the
You got really
one
emotional there. Ricky, you really felt something for that Battletoads. I just can't stop looking at that PhatNo. It's beautiful.